Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. How are you reading this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So we're up and running. Good ball, good take.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good run he's making out on the left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's fabulous. Chance! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Lamine Yamal just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
No outsmarting him this time. Camavinga, looking to play him in. This looks promising. He's picked his way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's put paid to the danger. And it's Yaya Toure. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
So we're still where we started right now. Just eases him off the ball. Neymar. Now Yaya Toure. Hazard. That is good progress on the left.
Oh, really well played.
He has found the way through. That is lovely. Tries one from range. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's Camavinga. And here's Neymar. Yamal! No, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Neymar with the short one. Vardiol. Van Dijk. And here's Neymar. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Schlotterbeck proves too strong. Now it's Yamal. And back to the keeper. Khan. Schlotterbeck. Half an hour played now. And Gvardiol. That's a smashing touch to get him away. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Camavinga. And this is Batistuta. And Batistuta! And he's done it! Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
El dorsal 20.
Elche have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more...
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he's chosen to go back. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that was vital.
Elche really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Alexander-Arnold. Well read, nice interception. And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Threads one in. Schlotterbeck. Yaya Toure. Van Dijk. Schlotterbeck. Van Dijk. Schlotterbeck.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
For Yaya Toure. Schlotterbeck. And it's Van Dijk. Van Dijk. And it's half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Elche just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won.
And we get things going again.
Elche definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Camavinga. Yaya Toure. And Gvardiol tries to pass it through. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hazard with the towering header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Forwards and with intent. Spread out to the left. Neymar. Camavinga. Yaya Toure. The man that is tenacity personified. Oh, nice touch. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Schlotterbeck. And it's Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. That is good alertness. And the counter is on. That's a shade optimistic. Neymar. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's a key interception. And here's Batistuta. Here's a chance! Oh, what has happened here? Punched away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Elche are down to 10 men. Aimed beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get it through? Looking for options for movement. Elche needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was...
Batistuta! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
El dorsal 20.
Elche are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
He's in a great position here. Shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Kone. Oh, it's come loose. He shifted it to the flank.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that. Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Vardiol cuts it out. Neymar. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Kone spread it left. Schlotterbeck. Elche have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. And he plays one through. Shapes to shoot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, that miss could really prove costly. They don't want to be missing too many of those.
That's a little off target. Looking for the run. Can he finish?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Oh, well measured. Oh, he's got a shot, surely!
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Picked out brilliantly. Big chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Elche clearly now in lead preservation mode. Played towards the front line. Neymar. Distributed tidily. Esteval. Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Neymar. And that is that. Elche have done the business, grasping what they saw as rightly theirs, maximum points. Batistuta voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face...